Hi, this is Edward Troxel. In today's tutorial, we're going to look at a pan crop function and see how we can automate that function so that it can be easily applied to multiple events or just quickly applied without having to open the pan crop window. So first of all, let's look at the two functions we're going to duplicate, and then we'll see how we can duplicate them. When we open pan crop and we right-click the main window, we have a couple of options here. One is flip horizontal, which will take it and flip it so that everything is backwards. And the other option is flip vertical, which will take the top and put it on bottom, and the bottom put it on top. And so those are the two functions we want to duplicate. Now it's actually really easy to do. If you think about it, there's 4 points. So let's say that these are our 4 points. To do the flip horizontal, basically what we want to take is 2 and 4 and put them over here. We want this to become 2 and 4. Then we want these to become 1 and 3. So basically it causes it to flip backwards. The same thing if we were doing the flip horizontal, we want the top ones to go to the bottom and the bottom location to go to the top. So let's look at the flip horizontal first. We're going to do our standard script through my Vegas equals Vegas, then we're going to go through every track. If this is a video track, then we're going to look at each video event on the track.events. If that event is selected, then here's what we want to do. First of all, we're going to look at the video event. We're going to get the video motion, we're going to get the keyframes, and we're going to get the 0th keyframe. All events have a keyframe by default, so that keyframe does exist. The catch is, if there are multiple keyframes, we're not checking for that in this script. So if you had multiple keyframes and you wanted to flip all of them, then you would need to put another loop in here to go through all of the keyframes. So anyway, we're setting the keyframe to variable KF, and this is a video motion keyframe. Then we want to get the video motion bounds, so which I called MB for motion bounds, and we're going to get that from KF.bounds. Now that bounds has multiple parts. It has a top left, top right, bottom left, and bottom right. So what I want to do is get the video motion vortex, which is the left 1, and I'm going to set that to top left. Then I'm going to get me another variable that's a video motion vortex, which I just called L2, and I'm going to get that from the motion bounds dot bottom left. Now I need to start swapping. So I want the top left equal to the top right. Then I want the bottom left equal to the bottom right. Now that I've got these two moved over here, now I need to move the L1 and L2 over to the other side. So now my top right is going to be L1, my bottom right is going to be L2, and then for this keyframe, dot bounds, I just set it to the new bounds. So let's see how it works. So I select this event, and then we run the script, and you will see that it has flipped backwards. And if we go in and look at pan crop, it's exactly the way we expect. If we undo, it goes back to our normal direction. Now let's go back and look at the same thing, only this time we're going to do the flip vertical. Once again, we're getting our keyframe from the 0th keyframe, the default one. Then we're getting our motion bounds. This time I'm going to get my top 1 equals the top left, and then my top 2 equals the top right. Now we're going to flip the top and bottom. So my top left equals the bottom left, my top right equals the bottom right. Then I'm going to set my bottom left equal to T1, which used to be the top left, and then I'm setting my bottom right equal to T2. Then once again we take our keyframe dot bounds and set it to the new motion bounds that we just changed. So we test this out, and now you will see that the top is on bottom and the bottom is on top, and it has been flipped upside down. So now you have two little scripts that can easily mimic the flip horizontal and flip vertical on the pan crop, And that makes it really easy if you want to do a bunch of them at once, or if you just want to put it as a button on the toolbar and not have to open Pan Crop every time you want to do this. Hope you find this tutorial useful. Like, subscribe, and let me know what you'd like to see in the future. Please sign up at www.JETDV.com and subscribe on YouTube to get further notifications on when new videos are presented.